Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor who's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Frank Gaetano here from the Hail Palace for your daily hail forecast. As always, sponsored by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and the American Contractor Show. Make sure you check those guys out there in the description to this video. Let's get right into our weather headlines. Another October storm. We had 2 3-star maps, 1 hail and 1 for wind last night come through the Oklahoma City area, and it's just been, you know, October's been acting a little bit like springtime so far, though I do expect us to be a little quiet moving into the beginning of next week. We do have a broad marginal risk today for wind, hail, and possibly a couple of tornadoes. We'll get into that and talk about those chances. And then quiet weather ahead, as I just previously. We have a low-end risk for tomorrow, and then the next few days after that, I do expect to be fairly quiet going into the end of the weekend and the beginning of next week. Let's talk about our upcoming events. Tomorrow, OU versus TCU tailgate by Bud Wilkinson House on Jenkins. Tailgate's going to start at 4. The game starts at 6:30. And does that say free food and free beer? That can't be right. It is right. Free food, free beer. Come out, talk to us. We'll be there. We'll have staff there. I'll be going into the game, but I believe John's going to be there. Justin will be there. Derek might be there. So come out and talk to us. We'll have a good time. You can watch the game there as well, too, if you do not have tickets. That's tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Great Grind is coming up October 18th and 19th. Only Women in Roofing Retreat. We have a couple of representatives going out to this. This is going to be a great networking event for women in the industry, so make sure you head down to Dallas and go to that if you didn't know about it, and now you do, so go to that. It's down in Dallas, October 18th and 19th. And then we have the Orchid Golf Tournament coming up at the Belmar Golf Club in Norman, Oklahoma. That's going to be on October 25th, so get signed up for that if you aren't already. It's a great time, great chance to network and talk to other Orca members and play a nice, clean, hopefully, round of golf. Let's talk about the storm reports that we had yesterday. We had one lone wind report in Pennsylvania, a couple of wind reports up in southeastern Michigan, but the bulk of the activity was here in the Oklahoma City metro. We had a few severe wind reports, and it was pretty good winds, like 70+ mile-an-hour winds going into the Oklahoma City area. A few large hail reports. We did have golf ball to 2-inch size hail in the metro, a 3-star map for that, and I'll look at that right now as we go into. There it is, our hailstorm highlight for yesterday, a 3-star map. If my clicker will work here, there we go. On here, here's a nice broad outlook of this map. So we did have 2-inch hail just outside of Oklahoma City, golf balls through Oklahoma City, and then 2-inch hail to the east of Oklahoma City, just south of Choctaw. Max hail size was 2 inches, about 46,000 homes impacted. So the name of that map is Oklahoma City, Mustang, and Ada-Lot. Yeah, Ada-Lot. I'm going to say it that it's ate a lot, Oklahoma. So that map is available on our website, so make sure you go check that out and get to work down there. We've had Norman get hit a couple times so far this year, but mainly in the same area. This is actually new area for hail to hit this year, so make sure you go get your work done in South OKC. Take our current conditions. We do have complex of showers working their way to the northeast. One lone severe thunderstorm warning out here in central Pennsylvania right now, and this is where the activity is going to be from a swath coming from Arkansas, moving northeast through the Ohio Valley and into the northeast up towards the Buffalo area. We're going to have storms working their way eastward and northeastward throughout the day into this evening. Let's zoom out and take a look at those temperatures. Oh, that didn't work. Well, there's a second temperature map anyway. We have a we have a stationary front coming down from the northeast through Arkansas, and what we do have is some warm air here in the northeast. It's going to be lifting northward as the stationary front turns into more of a cold front and starts to work its way eastward through today into tomorrow. Generally nice warm temperatures in the southeast with 60s up in the northeast, and then chilly 30s in the Intermountain West with 46 in Denver. So it's clear out there, but it is getting chilly. We're getting to that time of year where we have these strong cold fronts that push through the country and get that chilly air out to the west. Here's our future radar for today. Let's watch these storms. About 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock p.m., these storms are going into Memphis. I think Memphis has one of the better shots today at getting severe hail and wind. So that's around 6 o'clock this evening, and we also have a complex of storms, a line of storms working their way towards Nashville, and watch that play out. And they're going to get through Nashville around 10 o'clock tonight, and then after that, the line's going to kind of fizzle out as it works its way eastward. So I think Nashville is the eastward extent of our risk today. Let's take a look at how that looks in the northeast now. We see storms developing around 4 p.m. just to the west of Cleveland. We have some isolated supercells potentially in the Buffalo and upstate New York area. Those might be tornadic, so we do have a tornado risk today. And as that risk transitions to the northeast, we do see some more storms firing back by Cleveland, working that its way eastward through the evening. And then things are going to kind of fizzle out later this evening around after 10 o'clock with the loss of daytime heating and the instability that comes and gives these storms energy to actually get to severe status. So what's that look like graphically? For hail, we do have two areas that I highlighted for risk today. One, Arkansas, Little Rock, you have a low-end chance. Memphis, a low-end chance for hail today. I think the better chance is for wind. We also have a low-end chance for Paducah, Kentucky. As we work our way to the northeast, Cleveland, a low-end chance for hail. And Buffalo, New York, also a low-end chance for hail. I think the maximum hail size today will probably be about $50. Maybe a ping pong ball or two, but not a crazy amount of instability in the atmosphere. So I'm thinking $50 is probably our max hail size today. And if we take a look at what our wind risk looks like here, this is a little bit more broad and more continuous, as I do think there is a low-end chance for wind in this area of the Ohio Valley. So this one's going to be connected. And like I said before, Memphis, I think, has one of the better shots today at seeing those gusty winds in the 60 to 70 mile an hour range. And this hatched area I highlighted is our best area for probably about a 5% tornado risk. So we could see tornadoes within this hatched area. We have a low end risk for Nashville for wind, Louisville, working our way up to the northeast, Columbus, another low end risk. And if we keep working up to the northeast, Cleveland, low end risk, and another hatched area for about 5% tornado risk between Cleveland and Buffalo. And Buffalo, again, a 5% low end risk for those gusty winds. Tomorrow's future radar, as we see this system work its way to the northeast, we see those storms start to develop in central upstate New York area around noon, and then we'll watch this complex work its way eastward, getting to the Albany area around 3 p.m. tomorrow. And then after that, I think Albany is going to be where that risk mainly stops as those storms start to fizzle out as we get into the evening, and that complex works its way off the coast, and then we enter our quiet period for a few days. I don't think we're going to see really any severe weather chances till at least Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, and that's still a pretty big maybe. But I do expect Sunday and Monday to be very quiet. I don't really see really any thunderstorms happening for either of those days around the country. And here's what that wind forecast looks like for tomorrow in the northeast, and a swath from Pennsylvania up through New York into Vermont, and then just scraping Connecticut and Massachusetts. A low-end risk all around, so low-end risk for State College, Scranton, Syracuse, and Albany. Like I said, I believe those storms are going to fizzle out after they get through the Albany area. That's all I got for you guys today, so make sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Click See First on Facebook so you never miss one of these live update videos. And we are at Hail Trace for all of those, including TikTok. We have a TikTok now too. And if you need to get in contact with us, it's 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com, or you can go straight to our website to learn more about us and what we can do for you at hailtrace.com. For Hail Trace, I'm meteorologist Frank Gaetano. Everybody have a great rest of your Friday and a great rest of your weekend.